is December 10. You're here with a single malt review as we pit our wits against this Drinks by the Dram Whiskey Advent Calendar. Mixed results so far, some surprises, some catastrophic failures, but consistently interesting and original whiskey.
Absolutely. I've just learned that Tennessee whiskey can be good. So hey, you learn something every day. So Dave's going to rock on into number 10 here, which is up in his corner of the court.
To maintain the mystery.
I don't really enjoy it, and the screen is so tiny I couldn't infer a single thing that was going on. But Dave has seized it here. I'm going to pour it out. I hope everyone's December continues swimmingly. Some people are probably already on holiday. We're not. We're going almost right up to Christmas because we're just hard like that. But I'll bet some people are already off at the lake house or whatnot, whatever you people do up in North America. So it's another pale one. That looks distinctly uncoloured to me.
Alright,
yeah.
tankard of obfuscation ready to do its sacred duty. There. Done.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that landed on my thumb when I was pouring and...
Oh well, you could...
Ooh.
Atomises it somewhat.
I've got a strong smell of Marmite on my nose.
There is a real savoury note, isn't there?
The Commonwealth, really. Yeast spread, the ultra savoury...
Indeed.
Yeasty breakfast spread of legend and fable.
Now this is interesting.
Ooh.
This is savoury, this is dry, this is... it's savoury, it's dry, it's not maritime. It stops short of being particularly salty.
It's pale, but not the lightest colour we've had so far.
That's a resplendent palate.
Wow, what is...
That is delicious. What is going on?
Delicate berries, currants.
It's not that delicate. The nose is...
Oh, the fruit is delicate. There's a curious sharpness, sort of like apple cider or sparkling white wine.
Yeah. The nose is really quite restrained, but the palate on this one, the body here is...
Yeah. It's going in
bombastic.
Surprising directions.
That might need some of this. I think we might be dealing with another slightly more Castret offering here. No, this is... Looking at this colour-wise, I wasn't expecting anything nearly as full as it is, but this is a huge, huge whiskey. Such that I think we can only be dealing... And here's my prejudice creeping back in here, but I'm pretty confident. I think this has got to be Scotch malt whiskey. I don't know of anywhere else that produces anything of this magnitude. Yeah,
we could be up against another... a distinct single cask or independently bottled offering, something from BBR or Boutique again.
I think we'd almost have to be.
Yeah. I guess we're Boutique over BBR because it's a Drinks by the Dram calendar, but...
Yeah, for sure.
Again, I don't want to... I've already probably, poisoned my preconceptions by having that idea.
Well,
but...
you've got to make our picks somehow. So, if you're in agreement, I think this is definitely malt whiskey, and this is definitely Scotch.
I'd agree, malt whiskey, but the field is so wide. It could be once again anything from anywhere.
It
could be a zany, zesty Australian offering. It's pale for that.
It's too mature.
Climate,
too mature.
Yeah.
It's too mature. It's too together. As good as Australian whiskey has gotten.
It's always get more colour because it matures.
Spirit-driven, spirit-driven quality, and this is still spirit-driven.
That'd be barely a year.
They're not quite there. They're not quite there yet. There is a world, there's a reality in which this is Irish whiskey. That would not be my first pick.
Don't know. I'm racked.
Let me give it some more water. The more water I put in, weirdly, the more Irish this gets, which is not helpful in the slightest. It's getting with every drop, it gets more Irish. Goodness me. All right, it's now getting quite Irish. I'll admit it's getting slightly.
It must be either a very special Irish whiskey or like a particular, an independently bottled Irish.
If this is Irish whiskey, I'll say this: if this is Irish whiskey, it is probably independently bottled because it's really, really good. It's older and more complete, mature than. In recent experience, we actually have, because we've done quite a lot of Irish whiskies recently, and the overriding theme has been the whiskey isn't quite there age-wise. This extremely is. This whiskey is young, but it's exactly as old as it needs to be. You know, it's complete.
So possibly another like a boutique selection of a very specific Irish whiskey.
All right, I'm going over the line. I'm jumping ship. I'll say I do believe this is Irish at this point. Irish. It could even be single pot still, but we won't worry about that for the time being. I'll say malt whiskey, Irish, and I actually don't have a clue where this comes from. And I don't know too many Irish distillers either, so that kind of leaves me a bit boned on that one.
Well, just for the sake of being contrarian and for casting as wide and near as possible, I'm going to guess this could be a lowland Scotch.
Okay.
Just for, this is some of the lightness of character, some of those curious florals that are happening. I could be completely wrong. Like, I have basically no idea what a card's on the table. This is
well, one of them has to override the other. Who did the pick? You got the whiskey. We'll make yours the overriding one.
No, but I'm so unconfident. I was meant just to offer a counterpoint to you. So we'll go off Irish.
We'll say malt. Malt, Irish, and goodness knows something out of Middleton. Just about the most obvious pick you can make. What do we got?
We have. We have that boutique whiskey company, Langatun, batch 2, 6-year-old single malt whiskey at 49.5%.
Does that sound slightly Scandinavian to you?
I believe so. Quick visit to
this could be very
the
interesting.
Google machine.
So where the hell is it from?
It is Swiss. This is 6-year-old independently bottled single malt whiskey.
Holy
Langatun
guacamole.
Distillery. Yeah, this is the second time Boutique here bottled a Langatun from this one. So this is batch 2. It is 49.5% ABV.
And it's malt.
One of 659 bottles.
Good.
Single malt.
Well,
Swiss whiskey. It is a first.
Yeah, that's somewhere we have never ever tasted before.
Yeah.
Langatun. Yeah, 6 years old and 49.5%. Not in 100 years would I have said it was that strong. That's incredible. What a revelation.
I'm not seeing notes on what the cask type is, but being able to look further for that, but well, okay.
Well, that's the first time I even considered the idea of the fact they were making malt whiskey in Switzerland.
I knew it was there, I just didn't consider it as something I would ever reasonably have a chance to try.
Incredible. And you know what? It's good.
Yes.
It's really, really good. We've encountered a few, I don't know, you call them Euro distilleries, and I guess the theme I always get is always a bit rickety. There's always just a bit of there's a bluntness, there's a kind of a not quite there, there's a roughness. This one's really, really smooth and really, really good, especially for the 6 years that it is. That's
particularly maturing in a climate not known for its tropical heat, which lends itself to a fast maturation.
Not necessarily. This is quite the revelation. This is really, really, really scrummy. We will have to look these guys up because that's...
I need to know what kind of cask this has been through, for one.
Yeah, Botiki must have cast an astonishingly wide net for this one. Of all the ones we've tasted, this is a truly international dram. This is I mean, we've been, I wouldn't want to call it stayed, but yes, we've gone around the world with this whiskey selection here, but it's been sort of a few... there's been the usual suspects, I suppose, have come back around. But this one, and you excuse the pun, is a true multinational coming in here from Switzerland, of all places. The first Swiss malt that has, and may for some time, pass our lips over here at the Single Malt Review. And that's saying a wee bit of something, because we get out there and we try anything we're able to, and we've tried across the world, but this one, Switzerland, that's somewhere we've never been before. So
we get a point for guessing it was something.
Well, we get a point for the malt.
Bottled.
We get a point for the malt, and then I think that's where the points end and start going to the calendar. Yes. But never mind. I think we had a few safe ones in reserve, so I think we're still maybe neck and neck, but we're still safe enough. Safe enough. So anyway, that was quite stunning. I hope everyone else had as big a surprise as we did on that one, but. Good grief, Swiss whiskey. Well, what's next? Anyway, Slanger, we will see you tomorrow.